Welcome to the Orange Coast College Program of Study Dashboard tutorial. Today we're going to go over some of the functionalities of this dashboard that will help you fill out your program review. For starters, we have Program Review Unit, Department, and Award Type. Also, Attribute. Now, Attribute includes non-credit and STEM grant students. It is also worth noting that award type is based on associate degree seeking students, certificate students, non-credit students, and other. Other students would be those students that do not have a clear set plan of action for their field of study or degree. They could also be casual students that are coming through our college to take a few classes towards another fulfillment of their educational path or goal. It is also worth noting that inactive programs of study may be included if listed in the student's record. As we look closer at the dashboard, we can see that there are a total head count of looking at the associate's, certificate, non-credit, and other, but then it's also broken out by the latter, as I just have mentioned. We have the 4-year track record indicating the kind of trends that we could put together as we're looking at our data and slicing it from the filters that I've mentioned before. For example, if I select the Program Review Unit, Kinesiology, I'll see the data shift and see that there are no students in the other category, while there are some students in associates, certificate, and non-credit. It appears that when you select this Program Review Unit that you do see the bulk of the students coming from the associate degree side, while there are also some in certificates as well, and very few non-credit. As we look at the trends, we could see that in 2017-18, there were 615 associates degree seeking students, and then in 2020-21, there were 622 associate degree seeking students. As we refer to the table below, we can see that there are different programs of study within this Program Review Unit, as we have kinesiology, yoga instructor, fitness, spec, personal trainer, etc. We can look at these programs of study across the 4 years as well, and we can see if the 4-year change, if it is increased or decreased over the last 4 years, indicated by this arrow that might be green or red, as we see here on the kinesiology program of study. As we look to the right here, we can see what the numbers look like broken out by ethnicity and race. If we click a program of study, we can see that this table shifts. That's for fitness, and this is for fitness personal trainer. Going back to fitness personal trainer on this one, we can see that the numbers are shifting, and you can see on how they're broken out by Asian, Black, Hispanic, Latinx, 2 more races, etc. And we can also again see the change difference across the 4 years that we have listed. As you see here, Hispanic Latinx, there were 33.3% students in 2017-18, and then in 2020-21, it is now 23.53%. The yearly trends by ethnicity and race table was created to show instructors the students that they are serving in terms of race and ethnic group. It's also here to show the trends in their courses over the last 4 years to see if there are any groups that are decreasing in size in terms of the population for their courses as well. It is worth noting that if you do click on a racial ethnic group such as Hispanic Latinx, we can see that the charts up here do shift with it as well. For example, when looking at associate degrees for Hispanic Latinx students, There were 247 students for the 2017-18 academic year, and then you can see the remainder declared enrolled students for this group as well, up until 2020-2021. As we take a step back, we can see the overarching trends as we have seen before of which programs of studies students are enrolled in and what the trends might be looking forward through each next academic year. Lastly, we do have data notes. I would highly emphasize again for you all to use data notes as it can better clarify some of the questions that you might have pertaining to ethnicity, race, other programs of study, or program of study. For example, looking at the definition of program review unit, we have a grouping of departments or areas to be reviewed together. A division may request a program review unit for their program review, but they are not required. Our team works very hard to be able to update these definitions to give you all the clearest understanding of what it is that you are looking at. If you have any questions or concerns that might not be on this data notes page, please do send us an email. Our contact information is right here. And we really do try our best to update this definitions accordingly with your questions. Thank you for watching this video, and good luck with your program review. Here are some quick data tips to consider before looking at the program of study program review dashboard. 1. Consider looking at the 4-year trends closely as you slice the data by program review unit, department, award type, and attribute. Be sure you are keeping a close eye on the 4-year change column. 2. As you're looking at your numbers, ask yourself why they might be increasing, staying the same, or decreasing over the last 4 years, and see if you notice any particular year there was a pivotal change, for better or for worse. Explain this pivotal change from your own perspective. Lastly, for number 3, do you notice any changes in the race ethnicity table for any particular groups? Are there underserved groups? If so, how can adjustments be made to close the gap? Considering these 3 questions will help us see the narrative that you are seeing in terms of your numbers that you're filling out for your program review.